There we go. You know what? A dumb mistake by me. Let's get this thing started over again. Oh, nope, still no sound. Okay, I don't know, but y'all can hear me. That's all. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all heard me. But look, Brooklyn Nets got swept, and they was predicted to win the ship at the beginning of the season. Now, granted, it was a lot of stuff going on with the COVID protocols, Kyrie not vaccinated, then James Harden, injuries. KD was injured for a lot of the season. A lot of stuff happened, but the playoffs came, and Kyrie was there, and they still got swept with arguably, a lot of people were saying that KD was the best player in the league. It didn't look like it in this series. It did not look like he was the best player in the league. Um, some people said he was the best player in the league. If you're the best player in the league, can you get swept? Can you get swept in the first round of the playoffs? I mean, it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on for sure. But you got Kyrie and KD. Is it okay to get swept? Like, I mean, nobody expected them to get swept. Even with all the stuff that was going on, they were still predicted. Some people predicted to beat the Celtics in this series. Some people said Milwaukee was even scared to play them in the first round. That they tanked. They tanked it like the last couple of games, so they didn't have to face the Brooklyn Nets in the first round. Some people said that. That was a thing. That was a thing. But Boston said, we don't care. They went for the number 2 seed and they swept the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I want to say this. I want to ask this question. Does it hurt KD's legacy? Because like I said, a lot of people say he's the best player in the league. And if you're the best player in the league, you trying to build this legacy, you got a couple of rings with Golden State. Does this hurt his legacy being swept in the first round? A lot of the greats, getting swept in the first round at this stage of his career, because you look at LeBron, he carried some sorry squads past the first round. And I'm just curious, legacy wise, does this do anything to Kevin Durant's legacy? Also, Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum showed up, balled out in this series. He looked like he was the best player on the court. And some people said he's past Kevin Durant. He's past Kevin Durant as one of the best players in the league. Where does Jayson Tatum rank right now after the playoff performance he just put in? Where does he rank? Because he outplayed Kevin Durant in this series. So I'm curious, where does he rank in y'all eyes now, looking at this series? Because he looked like he was the best player on the court, and it was amazing to watch. I want to say this about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a great player, but he got beat up. Boston was physical with him, and that slim frame seemed like it couldn't handle the physicalness of the playoffs. He was losing the ball all over the place, and he even went to the press conference and acknowledged that every time I come around a corner, they hit me here, they hit me there. It was like it was bothering him. A little soft, in my opinion. A little soft. You don't let your opponent know that you bothered by something. You don't do that. He did that. That slender, he's known as the Slim Reaper. That slimness, I would say, hurt him this series. You look at Jayson Tatum build up, he's a little bit bulkier. It seemed like he can handle more physical game than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant cannot handle the physicalness. And if you can't handle being physical and you don't have the supporting cast like he had in Golden State, this is what it looks like you get. This is what it looks like. In the playoffs, no help, because Kyrie was hit or miss. Hit or miss. So Jayson Tatum is looking like he might have passed Kevin Durant in the hierarchy of a best player in the league. Um, also, I want to talk about Ben Simmons. I want to talk about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons did not play the whole series. He did not play the whole series. And it was predicted that he was going to play game 4. And then all of a sudden, he couldn't play. Allen Gaines says, nope, can't say no help when you choose your team. That's a fair point. When you chose your team. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But that don't change the fact. Just because he chose that team, that don't change the fact that he really didn't have a lot of help. Let's be honest. What help did he have? Tell me the help that he had. That's what that's all I want to know. I agree with your point that he chose his team. I think when he chose the team, he didn't think it was going to be like this. That's for sure. But who helped him out? If you want to say Bruce Brown, Bruce Brown, is that your help that you say? Because you got Claxton missing like 10 free throws in a row. You got old LaMarcus Aldridge, old Blake Griffin, hobbled Curry, old Goran Dragic. I mean, the list goes on and on. The list goes on and on. So, I mean, who's the help? Kyrie seemed like he was interested sometimes. Sometimes he wasn't interested. I don't know. What help did he have? So that's my answer to that comment. But I also want to talk about this. Kyrie Irving had a press conference. He had a press conference where after the game they talked. Allen Gaines says, people say Kyrie is the most skilled guard they have ever seen. I don't agree. But if Kyrie all that, then he has help. He is skilled. But Allen, as you know, you still got to have a mental makeup to have a dog mentality. It didn't look like Kyrie had a dog mentality in that playoffs. You can be skilled all you want. But if you don't have that want to go make it happen, the skills don't matter. Skills don't matter. Allen Gaines says overrated. I've heard that before. I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that. I cannot argue with that take at all. But he has the talent to go off at any time. But the mental makeup of Kyrie Irving, I just don't know. Sounds like the excuse train for KD. No, listen. Valid points. I can't wait to get you on. But listen, there's no excuses. And when you consider the best player in the league, you got to at least win one game. At least. You have to at least win one game. So, hey, he got to take that heat right now. He have to. I hear you. He got to take that heat. I'm with you. KD chose them and the coach. That's true. That's true. Him and Kyrie, man, they just felt like, oh, we so great. We can have any coach and we can play with anybody. And they thought it was going to work. And it didn't pan out like that. But I want to play this interview from Kyrie Irving, because this is why people got a problem with Kyrie, because he says strange things. So I'm gonna play this interview, and y'all tell me what y'all think of this interview, because he's off the chain. He's off the chain.
This is like I said, this is added motivation for our franchise to be at the top of the league for the next few years. And, I'm just looking forward to the summer and just building with our guys here.
You mentioned a few weeks ago you don't want to leave Kevin. You're going to be with him. Do you see you guys together for the long haul here?
I think I got to answer that. People ask answer, but when I say I'm here with Kev, I think that it really entails us, managing this franchise together alongside Joe and Sean and just our group of family members that we have in our locker room, in our organization. So It's not just about me and Kev. I don't want to make it just about that. We're cornerstones here, but we have a few other guys that are on contract, and I think we just got to make some moves this offseason, really talk about it, and really be intentional about what we're building and have some fun with it, make it enjoyable, and hopefully we get to start from day one just as a squad and as a family, and we just really worry about us. Sometimes I feel like the noise on the external world, the outside noise could seep in, and I'm not the type of person to allow that to happen. So as we build together as a squad, I just think we need to be tougher mentally.
Paul, I'm gonna pause it right there. You heard what he said. He talked about managing a team. Him and KD managing a team. That brother done lost his mind, man. You can't. You're not the GM. You should be focused just on playing a full season. Playing a full season. That's what you got to do, brother. Play a full season. You can't worry about. I know what he meant. Like you said, they the cornerstone, so they would have some input on who comes in and all of that. But it comes off wrong. Nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. So you got to stop it. You got to stop it, man. This brother said, then the outside noise, we want to start from day one, and all of this stuff. The reason why you ain't start from day one because you didn't want to get the vaccine. And I'm okay that you didn't want to get the vaccine, but don't act like it was other factors in that. You did that. If you could have started from day one, but you didn't want to get the vaccine, which is your choice. Which is your choice. But when you say stuff like that, managing the team, how you gonna manage the team and you want to be player and GM? Bro, he got to stop it. He got to stop it. He has to stop it. But that's Kyrie Irving for you. What do y'all think about that press conference? What do you think about that press conference that he just had? Because sometimes you just say stuff at the wrong time. And I know it's hard to say the perfect thing all the time. But in today's world, where all social media and you got shows like with me, and I hear something like that, it's funny, but it's weird and it's out of order at the same time. All at the same time. He just needs to just be quiet and go to work. Go to work. That's it. Go to work. But that's the Nets. But I will say this. I thought about this. I think all will be forgotten. All will be forgotten if they win a championship next year. All will be forgotten. I truly believe that. If Ben Simmons plays, and Kyrie plays from day one, they're probably going to be favored to win. And I believe that if they win a championship, KD's legacy is going to still be okay. Everybody will forget this season if they come back and win it next year. That's what I believe. Let me see. Let me go back to some comments real quick. Allen's facts. Al got one versus Shaq. AI got one versus Shaq and Kobe. That's a great point. Great point. I got my homie checking in with Marky. Mark is in the building. Thank you, brother, for getting the technology together. Is the dreads gone?
You say what now?
Are the dreads gone?
What you mean?
The dreadlocks. Are they gone?
Oh, yeah, they gone, bro.
Oh, snap. I didn't know, brother.
You ain't realize, Yeah.
Brother got back with the fades. But
back like I used to be, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So tell me your thoughts about the whole Brooklyn Boston series, Boston sweeping them, and just your overall thought process.
I mean, you reap what you sow.
Explain that.
In other words, I mean, it was a lot of in and out as far as superstars go. The big three was never there. I think they played less than 10 games together.
Yeah,
James Harden, KD, and Kyrie.
yeah.
So I mean, hey, you can have all the talent in the world. If you don't build that chemistry, it ain't gonna matter. So I'm actually happy it went out like that because even though I love Kyrie, I didn't like what he was doing. I thought it was gonna affect the game if it was successful. So it being not successful and it going out the way it did, it shows that team chemistry really is necessary. So I appreciated Boston take care of business. But that shows me another thing though. Like Boston, man, they gelling at the right time. Boston is scary. I mean, people underestimate really what Boston did because of they looking at all the excuses that Brooklyn has, like Ben Simmons not playing, James Harden going to Philadelphia, KD not really having his A game when he needed to. So it really was all because of Boston, honestly, if you really looked at the series.
Big facts, man. You know, there was a lot of people that said that Milwaukee tanked the last couple of games to duck Brooklyn in the first round. You know, Boston was like, "Hey, it is what it is. Look, we're gonna win our games. We get the number 2 seed. It's whatever." They swept them. Where do you rank Jayson Tatum right now? As far as best players in the league.
I mean, his stock is rising. I mean, doing what he did in the first round. I mean, hey, it's only rising from this point on. He was already potential top 10 type player. So, I mean, I think on the path that he's doing, going right now, I say he is potential top 10. I can't specifically put a rank to him because, I mean, as you know, it's so many people that's in the top 10 that didn't play, possibly.
Right. Do you put him above Kevin Durant?
No.
Okay, that's interesting. I saw this. To me, it looked like everybody called Kevin Durant the Slim Reaper, but it seems like they beat him up a little bit. He was losing the ball all over the place. You are a ball handler. As a ball handler, you see him losing the ball. What's going on with Kevin Durant? Why was he losing the ball so much?
I think it's because if you looked at a lot of times, he was already getting knocked off his positioning prior to even catching the ball. Half of the time, KD was catching the ball, he was off balance. He was already either falling or having to catch it with one hand. And what I would like to honestly see as far as the adjustment, and I'm not, a guru or nothing like that, and looking at hindsight, I just would like to see KD play the point more. Because I thought, even though I know he still would have got double teamed, I think Kyrie, knowing that he could play off the ball, because we already seen what he did with LeBron, and LeBron used to be the point guard. So taking that recipe and letting KD bring the ball up, that way you can't beat him up going through the screens or posting up down low. Now you got to play him and play the pick and roll double team and pick your poison. And KD can handle the ball and make good decisions. So, and being 7 foot, easy to see over the defense. So, I mean, he still would have got. I still see that the whole plan was to beat him up, push him, get as physical as possible with him because he didn't like that contact. But I just think by him bringing the ball up more, they really couldn't get them extra blows in, and even playing them as far as the double team, it would have been harder to double team him if he's bringing the ball up. Because if you start off with a double team, that means I'm just gonna pass the ball and we just gonna have the advantage every time. So
I think he's a good ball handler. I don't think he's a great ball handler. I think he's a good ball handler for his size, but like his crossover is predictable. I seen people waiting for the crossover, like picking his pocket. And it could just be Boston got great defenders, but it was like tailor made. And I know, like I said, you being a ball handler, you can tell when somebody's crossover is tailor made, predictable, how they doing it. It seems like he got the same crossover he been doing for years. But I think what makes him it seems like he's great because usually the player that's guarding him is his size, and they really can't guard no ball handler like that. So it makes him actually look better than what he really is, in my opinion. Eugene made the point one time that his crossover is like too wide. He sent that to me before, but I think he's a good ball handler for his size, but not an all overall ball handler. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think he's a good ball handler, and this one I'm gonna say why. I understand why Eugene and people like me look at KD and say he's too high because we guards. We 6 foot. I'm 6'1", so we know we'll get up under him and make it hard for him. So KD being 7 foot, he only gonna get so low.
Right.
But like that's what make his crossover so effective is it being so wide because of the fact of the space that he actually can cover in one step. And you got to respect, am I going to try to beat him? You know what I'm saying? Or am I going to just stay here and wait and see if he come back? That's your pick your poison. Not only the fact he's a great shooter, that's what really make his crossover and his handle so good. He lead everything with a pump fake. Everything is basically off of hesitation. Am I going to pull up a shoot at any moment, which he can because he can shoot over anybody in the world pretty much.
Okay. Let me ask you this, man. I want to get into a little bit of Ben Simmons, man. He hasn't played all year. First, it was the mental health. Then, when he finally gets traded, then his back hurting. And a lot of people are like, "How your back hurting? You ain't played." But he was supposed to play in Game 4. Then all of a sudden, he didn't play. A lot of people are calling him out. To me, I always thought that he was using mental health as a scapegoat because he just didn't want to play with Philly. Cool. You go to Brooklyn, and now your back hurting. It's reports coming out that he's like a diva. You know, he walking around like he Jordan. You know, all types of stories coming out, man. What is your take on Ben Simmons? Because to me, like, bro, we paying you money. I need you to perform a job. That's just cut and dry and simple. You know what I'm saying? If you got mental problems, okay, we're gonna help you with the mental problems, but we can't pay you. You're not performing the job. That's just my take. What's your take on the whole Ben Simmons?
I mean, I agree with the way you looking at it. I just think looking at it from the New Jersey Net, the Brooklyn Nets standpoint, I don't think they handled the Ben Simmons things right. I don't think they ever should have reported that he was playing. Given the fact that it was in the playoffs, he didn't play all year. He was already dealing with so many issues physically and mentally. Why even put that pressure on him coming back in the playoff series against the Boston Celtics? You down 3-0. Why even mention the fact that he's going to play? That's putting even more mental stress on this so-called fragile mental person. You know what I'm saying? So, and honestly, I believe a lot of the fact of his injury is mental. And I know how you can be so-called physically okay, but since you mentally not okay, it could cause things to go wrong in your body, or at least you think it's going wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because the back is something that, I mean, only so many people can do anything about a back. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. Will, do you think Brooklyn will welcome him back come next season? Brooklyn, when Ben Simmons is announced, is he going to get applause or he's going to get a boo? Like, what's going to happen when he finally gets on the court?
It's going to be a year of redemption for him. It's going to be a year of redemption for KD. It's going to be a redemption for Kyrie. So I see him actually not only coming back, but fitting in and gelling because of all they. I mean, you got to look at everybody's story. Kyrie got to redeem himself from this year. All the in and out, all the hassle that he put on the team, you know what I'm saying? All the statements that he made out publicly. And then now you got KD who leave Golden State, and everybody already said, just like Chuck was saying, he was a bus rider. I ain't going to put that on him, but it's a lot of speculation that he can't do it as, you know what I'm saying, on his own because he didn't do it at OKC. He ain't do it in Brooklyn. Matter of fact, it looked pretty bad this year in Brooklyn. So
we got a YouTuber checking in, says Nets shouldn't re-sign Kyrie. He will be up for a contract, bro. If he's up for a contract, Marky Mark is the GM. What does Marky Mark do with Kyrie based on, if something happened in social in a social realm, he might sit out. If COVID comes back full force again, he might sit out. What do you do with that?
Man, they put too much in already for Kyrie. So as far as getting anything back this year is not the year to sell Kyrie. You wait another year. You let Kyrie redeem himself for a whole full year, because whatever you get rid of him for this year is not going to be worth it. Believe me, because of the reputation that he pretty much didn't put himself through. So as far as like re-signing him, yes, I am going to resign him, but I'm resigning him for 1 year. Or for however many years, but I'm opting out of 1 year.
Okay. Do you think he's going to accept a 1 year deal? Because he probably want the max.
Absolutely.
You think he's going to accept a 1 year deal?
I think either he'll have to take it or leave it.
Wow. And if you know anything about Kyrie, he might stand you off. He might try to stand you off.
Absolutely. But see, I don't even see really Brooklyn giving him like a 1 year offer like that. And I see Al said he can't redeem himself. I think he can, because I know Kyrie gang. And if it's all about basketball and he leave it at basketball, that's the whole problem with these cats. Everybody want to be outspoken. When some cats just need to just be quiet. Like take LeBron. He's not outspoken. He has chosen to speak about certain issues, but he's very, 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 calculated on his response. So he know when to respond and when to be quiet. So people need to really be quiet sometimes. And Kyrie is one that need to just zip it.
We got a YouTuber said the entire NBA is soft. Case closed. Is the Ben Simmons Kyrie? Is this a case of being soft, or is it real? Like I know you said like with Ben Simmons, it's real mental illness that but it's a little bit of softness too. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's, I guess them just like in football when they understood that concussions was real. Yeah, they decided to really understand, take some and real talk, man. The mental aspect is a big thing up in sports, man. So I'm happy that they taking noticing of it, because a lot of people do go through a lot of things, especially when I can only imagine professional sports and the mental aspect of that, because I only got to the collegiate level, but the professional level, when these people are really like fanatics of this sport and they putting a lot into you and you have no clue, I can only imagine the pressure that they get when they don't, live up to whatever standard that they get. But as far as that, softer, I wouldn't even say softer, man. I would say they actually just deal with more. So they just taking notice to a problem that need to be problem. There's other problems that I think that need to be, a little bit more focused on. But I mean, hey, I'm not mad on them helping where they see an issue.
Shannon Lee says most need to just shut the F up. Hey, so listen, if something is bothering you socially, like if something messing with you, should you just be quiet and just ball, or should you speak your mind?
I mean, speak your mind, like I said, when the opportunity is right. And sometimes it ain't always right to speak about it after a basketball game. Sometimes it's just wait till you get your outlet, whatever it might be, a podcast, whatever it might be, you know what I'm saying? And then make your outlet or whatever. But some people just need to just sit back, just do them, because believe it or not, I think Kyrie is one of the like good people in the NBA, as far as like one of the most probably charitable people around. From what I hear, I don't know anything, but from what I hear, he's one of the most charitable people around. So if he just be quiet and just do what he do, I mean, what else can we say about the brother? Only thing we can say about the brother is his weird comments that he and just disappearing whenever he feel like.
Right. I can't wait till the negotiations come up with Kyrie and exactly what happens with that, because I don't think it's going to be a 1 year deal. I think they're going to fold and give him the max contract. They might try to have a little side talk with him, like, yo, bro, we're going to need you to play. I don't care what's going on, but we're going to need you to play. We're going to give you this money, but we're going to need you to play. I don't care what beliefs you got or this, that, and the other. you need to play. Black Butterfly Posse, that man is all right with me. He practicing Ramadan. He trying to find himself. I commend a young brother. His father is in his ear. Of course, that's Eugene. He's for the cause, he's all for the cause. So, but and listen, like I say, I don't have no problem with the brother what he did, but don't go up on the podium after the game talking about we need to start from day one, and me and KD need to manage the team. Bruh, shut up and worry about playing. That's just the bottom line, man.
Yeah, him and Westbrook just need to just, you know what? I'm gonna just give y'all just the brief answers, yes or no.
Right. The Derek Roberts says, Al, you know the word says it may be lawful, but not expedient. Timing is everything. That's true. That's true. You don't have to say everything that's on your mind. Timing is everything. I want to get to some other playoffs. We done spent enough time on Brooklyn and their shenanigans. Jayson Tatum. I'll say this. I'm looking forward to the next series for sure. I think that's gonna be a dynamite series. Boston and Milwaukee. Even though Milwaukee ain't finished off Chicago yet, it's probably gonna be over for sure tomorrow. But
it's like that, brother. It's like I know you're a Bulls fan, but hey, we ain't got to say that out loud.
Bro, Levine is in protocol, bro.
Man, he been in protocol all series. What you mean? I've been looking for Levine all series.
Hey man, they say his knee ain't been right, man. His knee ain't been all the way healthy, man.
I know something was wrong. That's all I know. Something's wrong.
So Heat versus Hawks, man. I feel like that series is done. I feel like Clint Capella was a key injury, and Milwaukee, that coaching, man. I think they hounding Trae Young. What's your take from that series?
Well, actually, man, I'm gonna go with you and say I believe Miami gonna go ahead and finish it out, even though it's kind of close right now. It's within 10 points in the fourth quarter. But yeah, man, I like Miami a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, they deep.
Yeah.
They always play together. They play hard on defense for sure. That's a recipe for a championship team right there, the defense, chemistry. But yeah, man, I really didn't expect too much from Atlanta because of what you just said, Clint Capella going down. I ain't see too much going on from there. It was gonna have to be like it was gonna have to be a crazy series for Trae Young if they was gonna do anything.
Right.
But just like Trae Young said, man, he ain't been guarded like this since high school. I said, wow.
Once again, bro, I wouldn't be announcing that to the public. Don't let your opponent know that something is bothering you. What is going on with these players?
They don't understand the chess match, man. It's not the same as it used to be.
T-Wolves and Grizzlies, man. I feel like the young stars are on full display with Ja, Anthony Edwards. I would say this. I hate Karl Anthony Towns' game. I feel like he's too big to out there trying to handle the rock like he you out there, you know what I'm saying, on the perimeter. Like, bro, you 7 foot, get down in the paint, man. That he won a 3-point contest. That probably didn't got in his head. But, bro, I love Anthony Edwards' game, man. He has a dog mentality. He's big, and I just love his game. And of course, Ja is athletic as they come. I love his game, man. What's your take about that series?
Man, that series is hard, man. I was just looking at the game, and I'm about to turn back to it right now to see what the update is on that. But hey, man, that's a hard. Somebody said Minnesota in 7. Hey, you might be right, man, because Anthony Edwards is playing like a dog, like you said. And then with Anthony Edwards, I think, because I seen, looking at this game in particular, I believe like they need to let Anthony Edwards be the number one and let Karl Anthony Towns kind of feed off him, because he could still eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it's Karl Anthony Towns, like you said, outside the perimeter, handling the ball, shooting threes, everybody else is standing around. And he the biggest one on the court, so ain't nobody going to get the rebound.
I think it's definitely turning over to Anthony Edwards' squad. And Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to have to be the second fiddle. Let's welcome in our brother, Mr. Gaines, checking in. Thank you for coming on with us, brother. I know you said you wanted to bring up KD as soon as you came back in. So I'm going to give you the floor real quick to say everything that you got to say about that, brother.
Overrated.
Oh.
Overrated. Yeah, starting there. Yeah, KD and Kyrie, overrated.
Okay.
Wow.
They talking about KD is one of the greatest scorers of all time.
I think that's
You
fact.
haven't where?
Scores.
Okay. All right, score. Is he a better scorer than Shaq?
Say that one more time.
Is he a better scorer than Shaq?
I would say
Hell
no.
no, no, exactly. Iverson.
Without being
Iverson.
able to look at
Iverson. Is he a better scorer than Iverson?
I would probably say no.
No. Mike.
No, of course not.
Kobe.
No.
Melo.
Prime.
No.
Okay.
Come on, bro. We ain't even bring up people we ain't seen, but George Gervin, Bernard King, bro. He's too. No, I'm gonna tell you what KD is. KD is a very, very unique talent. That's it. Everybody overrating it because of that. But when people were physical with him, PJ Tucker, I didn't see PJ Tucker get physical with him. Yeah. The reason he left OKC is because he knew he wasn't gonna do nothing with Draymond Green.
Well, hold on.
So
I didn't hear this take a few years ago though. I'm hearing it now. They just got swept.
Hey, Mike.
Never heard.
Ask Mark. I've always been on KD head. Ask Mark. I didn't like him coming out of school. Remember, all he used to do was a little rip through and go to the free throw line for the first 30 years of his career. Then they changed that rule. And here's the big point. Here's the big point. When great players are great, because usually when what they do isn't working, they find somewhere else to do it. Or something else to do. When Kobe was 6 for 25, he had 15 rebounds. Iverson had 51 points against the Raptors. They triple teamed him, then they had 16 assists in the Eastern Conference Finals to go to the final. When Shaq, it was Shaq was 9 for 11 from the free throw line. Great players figure it out. KD, he looked lost. Like Mark said, I would have put him at point guard. Kyrie, brain drain. As soon as the first game, when everybody started talking to him and he started allowing everybody to get in his head, he throwing the middle finger up. Right. He did nothing else the rest of the series.
So
these people are getting all this praise because people on the radio and on the media, all this talking about these people is so good. They're not that good, man.
I honestly thought he did that gesture and all that stuff to hype himself up. You remember how Reggie used to do stuff to hype? Right. Well, Reggie said but I seen the opposite.
No, Reggie went at one person. Else. Reggie went at Spike.
Yeah.
But he didn't get everybody else. See, that's what I don't like about Kyrie talking about he a Kobe fan. The Mamba didn't do that.
Right.
The Mamba locked in and just went right on what he was at. That's it. He ain't focused on nobody else. He went at what he was going at and kept it going.
But once again, like Mark, that's just like I was saying earlier, these players keep letting you know that something is bothering them. Kyrie, giving the fans the finger, all in the press conference. I'm gonna get him the same.
Trey Young,
and I said even KD when he's talking about every time I come around the corner, they bumping me here, they bumping me there. Like, bro, that's a lot of softness going on with these players, and you allowing the other team, you letting them know that what you're doing is bothering me. You think
I'm gonna tell you, I only wanted the Nets to lose because Kyrie and KD really the millennial mind frame. No more than any two people I ever seen in the media. They think they can just say what they want, do what they want. Like these fools talking about we gonna rebrand coaching. We're gonna be the ones that coach the team, and then Jock Bonner coach the team one day. One day I'm gonna coach the team. One day Katie gonna coach the team. One day Nash gonna coach the team. And then you get out coached. And then Kyrie had the nerve to go on the press conference and say, "Well, we'll see what the coaches come up with." Bro, you the coach. Just a minute ago, you was the coach. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes, they think they're gonna outsmart everybody, and they ain't smarter than nobody.
That's
KD getting burner accounts to respond to fans and stuff like that. It's like, man, y'all go somewhere, man. Go hoop. That's what y'all really need to do. Go hoop and figure out how to be great.
They need a better coach though. Like I like Steve Nash. I didn't like him as a coach because I felt like
But they picked the coach.
Yeah, I know that's the problem though. That's what I'm saying. If you get a real coach that's gonna really manage the team, you know what I'm saying? Is really gonna hold.
But they not, bro. But think about it, bro. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm hyped because I couldn't get on the phone first. But think about it. Like you said, Kyrie can redeem himself. You can't redeem yourself if you don't humble yourself. You feel me? Like you got to be humble.
But you know
Okay.
what?
I said I'm hoping. That's what I said. Like, hey, no,
All
but
right.
They
you
Hey,
right.
also,
Just
hey,
like
they,
KD not taking a physical contact, he should have learned it by now. He
Mark,
should
but
have.
they
Mark.
also could have used a great veteran like a UD to. If the coach not gonna do it, you need one of them veterans one of them old school veterans that's gonna get them back in check. And they ain't
Y'all
got that.
missing.
Marcus
Y'all
Aldridge
missing.
can't say nothing to him. Blake can't
Y'all
say nothing
missing
to
it,
him.
bro. Y'all missing it. They told y'all what's happening. We picked the coach. We
Yeah.
manage the team. They're not about to listen to nobody. It's their organization. Now,
Yeah.
Mark, you said that you hope he. I tell you this. I smoke weed before he humble himself.
He ain't gonna never humble himself.
I, I smoke some weed. You'll catch me smoked out or drunk before Kyrie humble himself.
Hey,
Dang.
That's
Alan,
my
real
word.
real quick, because you got on late. Where do you rank Jayson Tatum in the hierarchy of best players? And when Ben Simmons finally
I'm with
touch
Mark.
the
You
court,
can't rank him yet.
hold on before you answer. My second question is, when Ben Simmons, when he does touch the floor, what type of reception does he get in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn? Oh.
If he plays in Brooklyn.
So you don't think he might not ever play in Brooklyn either?
Why? For what?
I mean, he is on a contract, ain't he?
I don't know. Is he? I know they were talking
He got 3
about
more
something.
years. Ben
Well,
Simmons has 3 more years.
Okay. From what I've heard is that him and Clutch Sports,
I hate him.
the owners are trying to make an example out of whatever Ben Simmons was doing to get his way out of out of Philly.
Right.
And now the whole Clutch Sports thing is coming in. So who knows? You know what I'm saying? This might be bigger than we know. But if they bring him in, I think Brooklyn ain't known for one. They don't even have a large fan base in regards of having a history. So they might cheer for him if he winning, but it ain't like Philly, places that's notoriously got a rabid fan base. So, Ben Simmons and Zion Williamson might be the 2 most disappointing talents in the last 30 years of the NBA.
Jayson Tatum, where are you ranking him in the hierarchy of best players in the league? Based off go ahead.
First off, I hate Boston. I'm glad they won that series, but I hate Boston. And then I'm with Mark, though. I don't think you can rank them yet because I ain't going with recency bias. Like, you got to let it all play out.
Okay. All right. I want to move on, man, to back to the series at hand. I'm getting updates from everybody. It looked like Minnesota is on the road, giving it to the Grizzlies, 92-79 with 9 minutes to go. The Heat look like they about to close out the Hawks. But I was telling Mark, man, I love Anthony Edwards' game. I hate Karl Anthony Towns' game. But go ahead, Alan. What do you think about them two?
I don't know why you hate his game. That's the only thing I can't say. I can't say I hate his game.
Hate it.
I just don't like the way that he settles.
That's one.
I don't like the way he settles, and he got that kind of KD effect of I think he should be a little tougher than he is down low.
And that's my thing. Hold on, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all being ball players, have y'all ever just had people that even they face makes y'all mad? Like, no, for real. Karl Anthony Towns irks me. Just his facial expressions. He's always whining the referees. It goes beyond just his game. His demeanor, like his demeanor, gets on my nerve. Like he does too much and not enough at the same time. Like he irks me. So I hate his game. And Mark, you already admitted that you have people that rub you the wrong way.
Facts. Just because the way they look, the way they played, and mannerisms, like, dude, I can't stand the way it is. But you're gonna be surprised of who my person that irritates me to death.
Please name it. Tell me.
Zach LaVine. Bro, he irritate me. Bro, I can see it coming, dude. His IQ is not that good.
That's true.
I'm not gonna say the word I want to say, but it's not that. I mean, I just want to leave it at not that good because I don't want to kill him because I like him, but I don't like the stuff that he does. Like I could see it in his face when he about to turn it over. He about to just not get back on D. I'm like, dude, come on, bro. So that's why I'm like, hey, he's very good though. I just see so much more potential. But yeah, I know what you mean, man. Just get irked by just like the facial expression when he misses shot. I'll be like, man, get back on D.
Right, Alan, did you have anybody that just when you look at him like I can't stand you?
Yeah, Brandon Ingram.
Your demeanor irks me.
Brandon Ingram.
No, he gonna say Brandon Ingram. No, Brandon Ingram just, he was overhyped. He ain't never really been good. He a front runner. You know what I'm saying? He's one player they was trying to say like, oh, he the next KD, and then the Lakers drafted him and blew a draft pick on him. Terrible.
I believe he is similar to KD.
Hey, everybody in the
right now, he's not up there, but I believe he's kind of similar to KD. His only problem is he can't take a lot of physical contact. That's the only problem.
I definitely see compare body wise and the way.
And that's what everybody was trying to do, but no, bro. KD got way more. I would even disrespect Kevin Durant like that, bro. Kevin Durant shouldn't even be in the name. You shouldn't bring up Brandon Ingram's name with Kevin Durant. We looking at a build and think that that's just what we gonna look at. Oh, because he got that frame. That don't mean he got that game. He don't even got that mindset. Like,
well, according to you, Kevin Durant ain't got that game either.
No, I never said that. I said
person that irks you though.
I said, oh, I don't have one. You know what I'm saying? I don't like insert people.
Time out, Alan. I'm shocked that you don't have, and I'm shocked. I halfway don't believe you. I'm halfway. I think you have
thought about it yet.
Your brain archive. Even
the back in the day player.
That's what I'm saying. Even the back in the day player, or people in the hood that you hoot with.
He said anybody. He's so searching with somebody.
Somebody
no,
man, you didn't.
This is always my thing. No, I'm gonna tell you, this was always been my thing. I don't like people getting hyped that's undeserved. Right? Like it's not the person, it's people talking about a person that isn't. You know what I'm saying? Like for a while, they were talking about Steve Nash is one of the greatest point guards of all time. Mark, you remember me going off and they were talking about John Stockton. Like, what are we watching? Like, hold on, are we watching the same game? Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain people, somebody said I can't stand Trey Young here.
I love it.
Hey, I always thought you said that, but it was the other way around.
What?
Did you say that one day just to make somebody mad?
No, that was
it was the other way around. It was the other way around. Okay, I got you.
I wasn't the other way around. He was really, that was Marquise really talking about.
I remember. No, that's what I'm saying. It was somebody else saying that to you.
Are y'all talking about the Marquise that you shoot like that?
Yeah, he used to say John Stockton was better than Magic Johnson.
Oh, I thought y'all said that his demeanor or his game or something that y'all did.
Oh, nah, it's
All right, I'm gonna move on, man. Look, I want to get to some stuff that happened, man. I like doing this Minnesota Grizzlies series, man. There's been a lot of protesters coming on the court. Three times it happened, and I got a question like, how is it happening? Because I don't understand. I understand how some of the stuff happened, but this one right here, this one I don't understand. How do you chain how do you get a chain in the building? Like you gotta go through metal detectors, all types of stuff. This lady chained herself to the stanchion. And for people who don't know what's going on, these people are protesting the Minnesota Timberwolves owner. If you read their shirt, it says something about he's scalding chickens bald, live chickens. And so I guess it's like the PETA people or whatever. But it didn't happen 3 times during Minnesota games. But how do you get a chain in the building?
First question. I'm gonna answer your question first. Has any of them been black?
No.
Then that answers your question. That's how you get it in there. You white. You white. You can walk in there with a chain. Come on, bro.
Wow.
It ain't hard.
All women too, if you notice.
All women.
Them facts.
I am shocked that they are hemming them up a little bit. They're like, they hemming them up a little bit, you know.
Man, they snatched old girl off.
They dragged her.
her.
But I mean, and the other part of it is, you know what I'm saying? It's Minnesota. Like, I've been to the Staples Center for a Lakers game. You're not getting that way, bro. Like, it's too many famous people at the game. Period. You know what I'm saying? For you to think you're gonna get anything into a Laker game. Like, most people come in to watch who in the crowd. But no, that ain't happening in Minnesota. Ain't nobody coming to Minnesota but Prince, and he ain't, you know what I mean, rest in peace. But ain't nobody coming to the game.
I want to know how much they paying for the tickets to do this, because I know they getting booted right after this.
Yeah, and they got great seats too. Mount Sauce on YouTube says Patrick Beverly just seems like he's musty. Does Patrick Beverly just look like he's musty? Is that
man? I like Pat Bev, man. That's my
I
dog,
can't-
man.
Now,
He
I
probably
can't
done
stand
wear
Pat
deodorant
Beverly's
on purpose.
antics. I can't understand. I don't like his antics. Like
Hey,
the way he carries himself.
right? Hey, I think it's funny. I think it's funny to me because like we know it's coming. He do it every year, every series. He try to do some shenanigans to get under somebody's skin, and it's funny to me. And people be like, oh, I can't stand him. Like, bro, you know who it is. You know what it is.
It's fake tough though. It's fake tough though. That's what I don't like about it. It's fake tough.
Well,
He shot time's finest though, man. He a tough cat.
It's real tough.
I
Y'all
think
think that's real?
I mean, I don't think it's like he out there boxing, but it's about really getting into folks' head. That's all it is. It ain't about him
All
just
right.
being the
Hey,
tough
hey,
guy.
hey.
It's just about him trying to play that little role just to get in their head. But nah, it's Chi-Town cat, man.
What you
I
got,
respect my brothers, my cousins.
What you got, Alan? What? Eugene says, "Come on, get off my guy, Pat
Hold
Bear."
on, hold on. Yeah, you know, I love my boy Gene. He be liking all them weirdos like Kyrie. He a Kyrie fan. He like them weirdos. But all right. Yeah, I can't make it up. But think about it though. Let's just keep it 100. Keep it 100. We all from Edmond. All three of us is from Edmond.
Yeah,
right.
See, look at
This
Chicago.
nigga Pat Bev started doing that in the NBA. But wait, he started doing those antics in the NBA.
He could do it in college.
He did not do that before.
He could win the main.
Wait, hold on.
That's my problem. I did them early,
all right.
and I didn't make it.
Now
They
listen,
said I was
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because when Grayson Allen does it, we like, oh, he's been this dude. When Grayson Allen does all that antics and that dirty play, because he's white.
Man,
he's white.
I didn't like him.
I'm saying is, what I didn't either. What I'm saying is when Patrick Beverly does that stuff, it's fake tough. You ain't really doing that. Like, come on, man. Like, okay, if he was doing that type of stuff, would he have pulled it on KG? He pull it on people. I mean, he pull it on people he know can't fight. People try to mess with LeBron because LeBron can't mess up his brand.
He put it on people that he trying to get in the head. So like he put in the people he tried to get in Steph's head. Right. Ain't gonna work.
Right. People with brands that they can't afford to be out there fighting.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
that's fake tough.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
so I'm glad
that's
you
what I'm
defined
saying. That's
fake
tough.
By your definition,
he ain't doing his Lance Stevenson.
No,
your definition, okay.
And Lance the type of Lance.
But
he ain't doing that type of.
I also agree with Mark. It's certain people that he's trying to get in their head. So it's select players that he's trying to get in their head. It ain't about, oh, I'm gonna try the toughest guy. No, I need to try to get in Steph's head. I need to try to get in LeBron's head. I need to try to get in certain people's head for my team to succeed. That's what I think. It ain't trying to.
That's why it's fake tough. That's why it's fake tough. It ain't real tough.
I understand that. I understand the definition.
I think both things can be true though. I think both things can be true.
It can. What's the little cat that's
so. If I'm directly doing that too.
I mean, as far as like what you mean as far as both things being true.
I'm trying to get in certain people's head to have my team succeed. And it could be a little bit of fake tough.
Yeah, because you do certain things.
Oh,
like
I thought you said it was real tough. It was real tough, and he was direct.
Nah, he said it could be both things. That's what I mean. Like that's why I agree because, like, I know me personally, I just said things and done things that I knew I wasn't gonna do, just because I knew he was gonna react. And if that's how he gonna react, okay, I said.
Right, but guess what though? But guess what? Everybody you did that to, they knew that if they tried you, you was gonna throw them hands.
Oh yeah, it was different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, because we really did that.
So
you know,
really did
so
that.
Yeah, I understand.
Hey, real quick, are the Suns in trouble? It's 2-2. Are the Suns in trouble?
Man, they look like they're in trouble because
Brandon. Maybe not this series, but going forward, the Kardashian curse, man. The Kardashian curse, bro. The Kardashian curse, bro. Ain't my fault. Nigga had 31, didn't pull a hamstring. Yeah, that's the Kardashian curse.
Yeah.
Oh, the Kardashian strike again, man. Hey,
Kardashian.
That happens.
Shannon said you on one today, bro. Shannon.
Yeah.
He said, I never thought about that. These people getting in the games with chains because they white. That never crossed my mind. That part never crossed my mind.
Hey, didn't Ben Simmons date a Kardashian too?
He definitely did. James Harden, now he fat and lazy. He can't play no more. He has clothes.
Yeah, Kardashian curse.
Nah, Tristan,
Lamar Odom almost died.
Tristan came back.
Tristan came back.
Yeah,
he on the Bulls. He on the Bulls cheerleading.
He play his role good, man. We got get great 5 minutes out of him.
You're right. But Lamar Odom almost lost his life messing with them Kardashians. Like it's bruh, that ain't no joke. Real quick, cause we getting kind of late. We all expect the Bulls to lose tomorrow, right?
No.
Come on, man. Mark, come on, man. Don't.
Hey, you will not get me to curse my team. Listen to me, Bulls. Okay. Hey, I'm rocking with you, baby.
Without Levine, they gonna win. Okay, all right.
I mean, cause you know why? Who gonna step up?
Come on, give it to me. Give me some hope.
Patrick Williams.
Okay, I like that. On the road though.
For whatever reason though.
On the road.
Yeah, I got faith in him on the road. And then guess who else gonna step up?
Okay, give me another one.
Kobe White. He ain't came alive none in the series, but I need Kobe to be Kobe this game. I need Kobe because I ain't listening because as soon as Kobe get the ball, he gonna be like, you ain't see, I knew that my dude. What? I'll tell you. We get one more. We get one more, baby.
Oh, that's that homer. That's that homer.
I don't want to hear it, Shannon. I don't want to hear it.
Alan, go ahead and bring me back to earth, brother.
It was an old video game that came out. It used to be Lakers versus Celtics. Then one year it was Bulls versus Lakers. So, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Bulls and Lakers. They're gonna be at home with my boys, brother. That's what it's gonna be. They're gonna be at home with the Lakers.
Yeah. But hey, listen, Mark, you bringing me some light because I used to be like that. I used to try to find a scenario, some kind of way that my home team can bring it out. That used to be me.
Can I ask a quick question since it just happened? Yeah. Since Miami just won, who y'all got for this Miami and Boston?
Miami, Philly.
Nah, it just said Miami, Boston.
Miami, Boston.
That's Miami the 1 seed, so and Boston the 2 seed, so it can't be Boston.
I think they messed it up.
No. I'm saying it can't be Philly. Boston the 2 seed. Remember that's why the Nets are 7 seed.
I promise you, bro. I'm looking directly.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying the 1 seed.
No.
One seed.
No.
Yeah, the winner of the 4-5.
I'm wrong. You're right. I'm sorry. So my bad.
Miami, I got Miami against Philly because Embiid banged up, James Harden fat. He ain't the old James Harden. And Tobias Harris on a milk carton. Have you seen me? So I got Miami in the next series. But I am looking forward to Boston and Milwaukee. That's the series that I think can go 7 games. So y'all can give me a quick little prediction. Now, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till the series is over because Marky Mark still got hope for the Bulls. But
I mean, I know. I said one more game. I ain't say we did. Did you hit it? Did you hit it one more game? I didn't say we was gonna.
They get one more game. They come on back to Chicago. Then my hope rise a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though they ain't win a game in Chicago, but you're supposed to have home court advantage. So whatever. I don't know. But on the Western Conference side, man, Jazz and Mavericks. I think Jason Kidd is doing a great job with that squad. Like, bro, he coaching his butt off, man. And the Jazz, I think they're gonna end up having to make some type of change because what they got going on ain't working, man.
Yeah, everybody been talking about chemistry with the Nets, and it's really chemistry with the Jazz. Like Rudy Gobert and don't like each other. Like Donovan Mitchell really don't like that dude. You know what I'm saying? Knicks fans or somebody else fans can be happy because he gonna leave Utah, man. What's there to stay for? And then if they lose this series, they're gonna get rid of the coach.
I think they can keep him. I think they can keep him in Utah because D Wade gonna have an influence on him. They probably gonna get rid of Gobert and they're gonna try to build around Mitchell. That's my opinion. Mark, what you think?
Why would you get rid of Gobert?
I'm about to say, if anything, you can't. You don't get too many Goberts, man. I mean, like Gobert in the draft, probably like every 5, maybe 7 years, you might get a Gobert. So you keep him.
But
Mitchell,
is this a
you can get
guard-driven
Mitchell
league or
every
a
other
big man
grade,
league?
huh?
Is this a guard-driven league or a big man league?
But you can
A
get
big
a
man
Mitchell
league.
in every.
It's a big man league.
Now it's a big man spread league.
It's
He
a big
can't
man
shoot.
league.
Gobert can't even shoot.
Hey.
Nobody care about defense like that.
It's still spread because Utah they
The last two championships have been won by teams with 2 7-footers.
But they also can score.
Don't matter. You said is it a big man league?
Nah, I understand what you mean. Like get his own bucket. I got you.
It's a.
That's a big deal.
But I'm saying though, it's
it's
really
wise though. Me personally, I wouldn't get rid of Gobert. This is why.
Get rid of somebody.
I mean, yeah, I would actually say you would get way more if you get rid of Mitchell. As
That's
far
true.
as like something good back that you could still contend with. You could get you some good pieces back because you still got Mike Conley. You still got shooters like Bogdanovich. You still got my man that's hurt, Ingles. Really, that's who you really need to move though. Honestly,
you need to get rid of Mike Conley. Mike Conley ain't never.
I always said Mike Conley.
Mike Conley was always
Conley
overrated.
is a little bit, yeah, he's overrated. If
Always
I'm in
been
the class of overrated, I say he's being overrated for a little minute now. So yeah, but being overrated though, you ain't gonna get nothing for that contract because he getting paid too much money. And who gonna want the same player I could go get in a draft for a rookie contract?
Yeah.
So, hey, we know Conley from Indianapolis, man, but he whack. Tell Eugene Conley whack. Oh, he's from Nap. Oh, I get what he said because he's from Nap.
Yeah.
Conley good though.
Hey, I think we all expect Golden State to close out the Nuggets in Golden State, but
Golden State Miami Finals, man.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. Y'all predict that? I do not know.
Yeah, I think the East is a little up for grabs. I think, like Mark said earlier, Boston is playing great ball right now. I think they got a chance to go to the finals this year.
You know who playing great ball in the West right now?
Who?
Dallas.
They not going to the finals though. They ain't got enough.
Listen to me. When you jail, you jail.
No.
And Dallas is gelling. Like you said, they got very good guards with Luka Doncic. When I say very good,
the problem. Luka.
When I say very good, I mean very good. They got Luka Doncic. They got Spencer Dinwiddie. They got Jalen Brunson. Oh my God!
Did you really say Jalen Brunson? Oh my God, he's a good player. He's a good player.
Oh no, Jalen Brunson. No, forget
put him
that,
in
bro.
a conversation like.
Yes, I am. I'm with you, Mark. Yes, no.
Nah, bro, you can't.
Listen.
If you switch Jalen Brunson with Mike Conley, Utah be winning this series. If you switch Jalen Brunson with Mike Conley, Utah be winning this series.
Yes. If was a fifth, you do that.
Jalen Brunson's a fool and a winner. Go ahead.
Luka is the problem. I'm telling you, Luka is the problem. Luka was gonna be the reason they don't win. He holds the ball too. Listen, Luka. I'm be honest with you. You watch it over time. Luka is an unathletic Russell Westbrook.
Ooh.
Just watch it. He can shoot better, but just watch it. When it comes to all those decisions and ball handling, he gets to doing way too much.
That was a good comp because
high usage. That's why he get all them numbers. But if you sit back and watch it,
his field goal percentage is not that high as well. Like especially his 3-point and he can't shoot free throws that good.
And Jalen Brunson got in there for them 2 games and ignited them boys. I wanted Jalen Brunson coming out of Villanova. Jalen Brunson that deal.
Oh yeah, nah, he that. Yeah,
I know Villanova. He's nice.
Yeah.
He's nice. He's very nice. But I'm just saying the Mavericks are not going to the finals. They're not going to.
No, I don't think that's what Mark was saying. I think he was just saying they playing nice over there.
Do they got a chance to
Who
play?
they got next?
Do they got? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they don't meet,
play Phoenix. They'll play Phoenix. Then winner.
They might win.
They gonna meet Golden State in the West Conference Final. That's my prediction.
Oh yeah, I can roll with that. If what's the name is hurt. If
Booker, yeah.
If Booker is hurt, then yeah.
One of my guys said that Doc Rivers is having another meltdown again in front of our eyes. All the 76ers in trouble, man. They lost the closeout game at the crib.
Don't say that, Don't say no. I'm talking about Adam.
No, Mark.
There's another person I know.
Mark. Just tell the world
Yeah.
For how many years have I before it became national news?
Nah, you
It's
told
been
me.
about a decade. I've been telling everybody
Yeah,
Doc Rivers
I
ain't coach.
know. That's why I said when he brought it
Okay,
up, that's
that's
why
why
I'm
I just
shaking my head like, oh, he brought it up. Oh, Doc, I'm
Yes, it
sorry.
was like
I'm sorry, Doc.
I've been saying
Damn,
it, man.
Doc.
I've been
he
Doc,
brought
saying
it up. Hey
Doc
man,
can't
nah, man,
possibly lose this series to a
bro,
it. It
he
should be
do,
3-2 though. Think about it.
he
Joel Embiid
do.
hit a buzzer beater.
The
yeah.
thing also, man, he don't manage well within the series, man. Just like today, Miami didn't play Jimmy Butler. They
Mm,
Oh, he
sat
didn't
him
play?
out. No, they sat him out. Him and Kyle Lowry did not play today.
that's
And
crazy. How you
and
sit
Jimmy Butler was the last decision. Why? Because they up 3-1. So if they lose, they still got a 1-game cushion. In
man? I
other
ain't no
words,
low.
when you up 2-0 in Toronto and you know Embiid is not 100%, it might be wise to sit him down for the first game back. You know what I mean? First game in Toronto. All right, you don't sit him down. Now he push out. He ball out. Y'all win. Great. But it take everything out of him now. Now you got to play one more game, which is the hardest game for anybody to win in the dang on playoffs, the closeout game. And now he ain't got it no more. And I mean, needless to say, what James Harden do every time. I mean, it's not like if he don't got it, they ain't gonna win.
Bruh.
That's my thing with
He ain't
Philly.
had it in a long time. He ain't had it in a
When did
while.
No, I'm talking
when did
about
he
like
ever have it though?
Joel Embiid. Like if Joel Embiid don't go out there and get it himself, they not gonna win. Like he can't be like, all right, James, go on here. This you be the number one. I'm gonna play off you, cause it ain't gonna happen.
Well,
Yeah.
this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. They doing too much because let James Harden just pass the ball. Let Maxey be the one that go off. Use the young leg. Now, the thing is, the 76ers are showing that they don't know what the hell is going on because I remember 2 or 3 weeks ago before the playoffs started, they said Doc Rivers went on there and said, "Oh, it was a bunch of James Harden doing one-on-one, just going one-on-one. James Harden just going one-on-one." Oh, okay. So now James Harden passing, and now Joel Embiid is saying, "Oh,
Let him
James
play
needs to
his
go and be
game.
more aggressive." Well,
Right.
which
They do
one
the
is
same
it, my
thing they
dude?
did to Ben Simmons again. Like
Yeah.
they didn't learn. Like shut up, keep it in the house. They all in the media. Yeah, James.
Yeah.
James out there doing James things. Like, bruh.
Yeah, Doc ain't learned, bro. I can tell
James,
about this series. I was like, man, dude, don't prove him right.
bro. James Harden done left 2
That's all I can say is don't prove him right, man. Don't blow this lead, bro. You literally had this series already, and you about to blow, man. No.
If they
Bro.
lose a 3-0 lead, bro, that'd be the first time in NBA history.
facts.
Fact.
But James Harden left 2 squads because he didn't want to be there no more. He ain't too much different from Ben Simmons. And Doc and Embiid just did it to hthe like they did it to Ben Simmons.
Well, you know what happened with the Nets, right? Why he left the Nets?
What's the reason?
So they said that Kyrie was playing him one-on-one
He walked.
to stay in shape, and he
Right.
started killing him, and he started
Right.
talking, bad mouthing him, you know what I'm saying? Which we know James Harden can't guard Kyrie. No, well,
Right.
one-on-one, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Kyrie. Yeah, I'm about to say I'm not a Kyrie
Nobody
fan.
on earth.
Well, hold on. Kobe did. Let's stop. It is
I
people
mean,
that can.
he
No,
ain't
we
on
said
earth
James
right
Harden
now.
can't guard nobody.
You gonna say right, but I'm saying like if it's one-on-one with no help behind you, Kyrie gonna cook you. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But then he said he got to talking bad to him, like, you know what I'm saying? All types of names, you all types of that.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, well,
And
I
he
want
can
out.
take-
These
You know what I'm
dudes
saying?
don't really be friends, I see.
Nah. But he always said he wanted to go to Philly in the first place. He just couldn't get his way, so he had to go to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then like Alan said,
Right.
Kyrie must have got on him, and then he finally made his way to Philly. But what I'm saying is, bro, like if I'm Doc and Embiid, we seen how the situation went with Ben when they criticized him in the media. Ben Simmons couldn't recover, and we seen how James then worked his way out of 2 organizations. Why would you in the media go after that brother like that? Like you didn't learn nothing from the Ben Simmons situation? Nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
well, I ain't gonna blame Doc and Embiid, man. If you soft, I'll weed me out. I want to weed you out. If you ain't mentally tough to respond, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
You're trying to win a championship.
You got listen. They got a window to win the championship. I don't want no cowards on my team. If you can't take me telling you the truth about yourself, whether in front of the media or into your face, I don't want you. That ain't what winners do.
James Harden supposed to help with that window.
Huh?
I think
James Harden supposed to help with that window. You ain't gonna be able to trade him away and get some good pieces back now. Everybody see who he is. His stock is down.
But Al,
you know what I think, bro. I know. My bad. I just want to say this. I really think that first, I think that Joel Embiid didn't call out Harden. He more so called out Doc.
Yeah, yes, he did. He did.
Yeah. So I don't think he really called out like as far as like him calling out James Harden to do more. I think he called out Doc more so to game plan to where he can do more. But I believe James Harden don't want to play for Doc anymore. I think, Al, he insinuated that a little bit. It's kind of like a little tension, but I don't know what it is, the fascination he has with this dude, but James Harden reportedly wants to play with Mike D'Antoni. And
that's easy.
What do you want to do?
Well, his numbers just went to up through the roof, right? Like Steve Nash numbers went through the roof with D'Antoni. So everybody in that system just, you know what I'm saying, numbers balloon. But Al, the point that I was gonna make.
Go ahead.
No, the point I was gonna make, Al, was this is a sports show when Bruce Arians called out Tom Brady, right at the beginning of the season. Everybody in the locker room took notice. You get what I'm saying? But he knew when to have his back because Brady did forget that it was 4th down against the Bears, right? And he had his back. So to me, as a coach, I could test your temperature. I can gauge your temperature. I should be able to say what I want to say to my superstars, right? Like Shaq and Kobe and Mike and Rodman and Pippen were all coached hard by Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I was
them all out. You know what I mean? And if you mentally strong enough, you just respond.
But we know today's generation is not built like how we was brought up, man. As Malsaw says on YouTube, soft. A lot of these guys are soft. So do you want your team organization to succeed? Do you got to tread a little lightly, or you want to go ahead and just pull their card and damage your squad? Like,
who says that's a recipe for winning though? Like,
man,
who says
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I've never seen nobody that was being being criticized and couldn't, respond to it and still be a winner, right? Like Joel Embiid has responded to all the criticism. When Shaq and Kenny would start getting at his head, he responded. He was always hurt. He got in physical shape. You know what I mean? Like, I hope AD responds and gets in physical shape. But I don't see all these dudes that, you know what I mean, melt being champions, right? Like, get them niggas out of my squad if they ain't gonna, you know what I mean, respond the right way.
People assume, man, that you get these superstars, you build these teams, it's gonna build automatic championships. And if you look back at the actual champions, it's not built like that, bro. Like even when so-called LeBron made the choice to go to Miami, him and Dwayne Wade was best friends, yo. They had chemistry, and they built that mug so quick because they were such good friends, Chris Bosh included, and everybody that they brought in was like family. You could tell by the family dynamic that they still got to this day. You know what I'm saying? It was built off the foundation that they had built. So,
and remember, to your point, Mark,
yeah,
LeBron's wife didn't come to Miami. She never moved to Miami. That nigga had nobody else but the team.
He had nothing but the team. The one he dealt with Dwayne Wade.
But one coach that comes to mind, I don't think Steve Kerr really goes at nobody on his squad like that. Like, to me, I don't see.
He went at Draymond.
You remember they said Draymond and him got face to face?
He went at Draymond.
Yeah, you remember they said they got separated?
I seen Eric Spoelstra, like that situation with Jimmy,
that's because it blew up. You talking about something that you rarely ever see a coach do, but it's things going on behind the scene, bro, that people don't know. Even not me and him. Like even all right, we say like I know Al what you mean by coach hard, but just to go against your point a little bit about what Phil Jackson did, and even just listening, like he coached Dennis Rodman different. Right, like, he knew when to go hard and when to bag up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these little young cats got now. They got cats that got, I don't know what's going on personally, because I'm not a journalist like that that's up in behind the scenes. Well, my assumption is that they let the players control too much to where like what's going on with the
Now,
Lakers,
I'm glad you said that, bro. Because
LeBron making decisions technically, you know what I'm saying? Like how you said they picked Steve Nash. They need to go back to where things really had their order and people stuck to their roles.
Right.
That's the problem. Go ahead, bro.
all right, well, two things. Well, the Lakers is different. I'll get on my boys in a minute. Well, but you brought up Dennis Rodman, right? So I read the book Bad as I Want to Be, right? That was his first book. If you remember, the very first thing that Phil Jackson said about Dennis Rodman was, I wrote the same exact book, Maverick. So Phil Jackson's book, Maverick, where he's in the locker room, you know what I'm saying? Basically, he said, I knew Dennis because Dennis was me. He said, that's who I was as a person, right? But we've all watched the clips where Phil is saying, Dennis. He'll just say Dennis. Like, we've seen all the clips on The Last Dance and all that. He's saying Dennis. Now, he ain't calling him out in front of everybody. But if he's saying Dennis, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You got your kids. I got my kids. When I call your name, you know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else got to be said about that, right? And then the flip side, you know, I know you brought the Lakers. Rob Pelinka don't know what the hell he doing. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like all this other stuff, but that was against him being spiteful to Magic Johnson. The whole team that Magic put together and won with, he blew it up. See, Magic had the Anthony Davis deal in place before he left. So all those players, that's why you saw that roster blow up in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead.
Ja Morant just hit a game-winning layup for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I just watched it too.
Yeah, bro. I just had to throw that in real quick.
I showed them on Minnesota.
It was a great game. It was a great game, man. But look, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Catch this last game. I appreciate Mr. Allen Gaines coming in. Marky Mark holding it down for us, man. We're going to continue this playoff push next week. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. Anybody that's not subscribed to the YouTube, y'all go do that. Follow, like, review the Facebook page, Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Y'all see the fresh merch. Yellow. We got colors all over the place. Long sleeve. So if y'all want to get some merch, holler at me, message me. We get that out. And if you know somebody that got some books, authors, business people want to advertise, whatever they got.
Let me know,
on.
Bro. I know you got that. I got that. You know, I'm an author, brother. I got a couple.
Yeah. I know we had you on for the
first time. Yeah,
the first one. We gotta get you back to talk about this next one you got, man. So, but everybody else, you got a business and all of that stuff. Holler at me. We can make that happen. You guys, something you want to say about your book right now, though?
Man, I would, man, but I'll wait till next time, man. What I want to do is give you an idea, man.
Okay.
Do the True Edna Boy edition, man. Bring Gene on here, bring Mike, because this Edna right here. So bring all the Edna boys, man. Do it by the different hoods of the people you know, man. Right. Edition, all that, you know what I'm saying? You got so many friends, you know so many people, man. But I'm humbled and thankful to be on with you, brother. I appreciate you reaching out to me, man. Somebody said, what's your book, Alan? Go to www.flippingthescripts.com. I got 2 books on there. I got a dope ass blog, you know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but I got a dope blog. I actually wrote a blog about the Minnesota Timberwolves and Memphis Grizzlies about T. Morant, Karl Anthony Towns Sr., you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's some dope stuff I got out there, man. But just look me up on Facebook. You can find all my info. But I appreciate you, Shannon. But, yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get you back on to talk about that book too, man. We're gonna really plug it and tell everybody what they need to know about it, man. So we're gonna make that happen. Mark, man, appreciate you, my brother.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. You already know.
I both of y'all for being a little late today. Mark had no reason to be late today, but that's just what he do. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
And Gaines, I just want to make up my own story for you. I was hoping Mark came on time so he could talk about you this time, but that brother can't even come on time to talk about you because you know what I'm saying, he can't get right. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, we figure out.
My son had my son had karate class, man.
Hold on, let me put him on mute because I done told him.
He said, look.
Told him, nobody wants to hear the real story, Alan. Nobody wants to hear that. We don't care about the real story. We want trumped up stories. So, Mark, as a matter of fact, bro, what do you think? Why was he late, man? Why do you think Alan was late? You know what I'm saying? Because You know, last time he said your shorty was talking crazy to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They was on your head about your kids, man. So, you know, this your opportunity, man, to say why Allen was late.
He was outside selling Nipsey Hussle mixtapes. Out there on Crenshaw Boulevard. You know, he stayed right around the corner.
Yeah, all of
He was
that.
getting his hustle up. He forgot what time it was. I know how he do.
Facts.
Yeah, that was a good one, bro. That was a good one.
That's what's
Hey.
up.
But I'm gonna let the world know. I done put the ball in my son's hand. It's about to be a problem, y'all.
Okay.
It's about to be a problem.
Okay.
That's
How old
all.
is he?
He's 7.
7?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
about to
yeah.
be a problem.
I already know
Take it
that.
to him. He asked me, so
Oh, yeah. I know
I
it.
know you
It's-
probably putting him through the ringer, too. I know you probably putting him to the ringer.
I'm gonna send y'all the video.
I can't wait till he tell me or tell you who his favorite player is.
Hey, I'm telling y'all like this, man. They gonna be like, man, 40 off night for that nigga.
Hey, I already had my son train him shooting how to hit 50. He ain't even know I was training him how to shoot, hit 100 points. 50 times 2 is 100.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Hey, we out of here, man. We gonna catch up with y'all next week. Let's go. Oh, I ain't got no sound. I forgot. My stuff messed up today. We out.
It's all good, bro.
All right.
Love, bro.